Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel. Today's reaction is going to be on Miss Fortune, the Bounty Hunter. To be honest, I don't know all that much about Miss Fortune other than like she wants to become Pirate Queen or Pirate King, Lord, or whatever it is, and so does Gangplank, right? And I think they're rivals, and I really learned that from when we reacted to Alawi. Other than that, I think she is actually also one of the more prominent League of Legends characters that I've just seen when it comes to somebody that hasn't played League of Legends. Miss Fortune seems like she's also one of the more popular ones in terms of just like seeing her around and seeing her in other things for sure. All right, and how my reaction is going to work is we're going to look at her biography and story first. We'll move on to any cinematics, check out her gameplay, things like that, and then we'll check out the skins and Fandom Wiki along with the voice lines at the very end. And the quote we have is, "The bigger the risk, the bigger the bounty," right? So she is a bounty hunter, and it seems like she's obviously a high risk bounty hunter. Role is marksman, region Bilgewater, that all makes sense. And related champions, we have Gangplank, Alawi, Twisted Fate, Graves, Lucian, Olaf. Olaf is an interesting one. The majority of them in here I understand, but like the Olaf and the Rise one are a little interesting. So we'll have to maybe find out what's going on there. All right, and the paragraph says, "A Bilgewater captain famed for her looks but feared for her ruthlessness, Sarah Fortune paints a stark figure among the hardened criminals of the port city. As a child, she witnessed the Reaver King, Gangplank, murder her family." Oh, okay, I didn't know that. An act she brutally avenged years later, blowing up his flagship while he was still aboard. Those who underestimate her will face a beguiling and unpredictable opponent and likely a bullet or two in their guts. Okay, so we know, what we do know from this first paragraph is after blowing up Gangplank's flagship, Alawi's people save him, right? And then Alawi makes him go through the whole little thing. I may have glanced over it or something, but yeah, I don't think I knew that Gangplank had murdered her family. That's pretty messed up. All right, let's go ahead and dive into the full biography here. Like most who rise to notoriety in the twisting, salt-crusted labyrinth of Bilgewater, Sarah Fortune has no shortage of blood on her hands. Beloved daughter of the renowned gun dame Abigail Fortune, Sarah spent much of her happy childhood in the forge of their island settlement just off the coast, learning to file wheel locks, set trigger pulls, and even cast batches of custom pistol shot. Her mother's skill in crafting firearms was legendary, and her bespoke handguns were to be found in the collections of many a wealthy merchant captain. But oftentimes they were coveted by those with more meager means and darker hearts. One such individual was an up-and-coming Bilgewater Reaver known to his crew as Gangplank. Cocksure and certain of his power, cocksure? What does the word cocksure mean? And certain of his power, he demanded a pair of fortune pistols, the like of which no other man could hope to possess. A reluctant deal was struck, and a year later to the day, Gangplank returned. With no intention of paying for the work, he had masked his face with a grimy scarf. He was there to take the guns by force. Abigail had crafted two masterpieces, twin hand cannons of exquisite workmanship and pinpoint lethality. Indeed, she declared too fine for the likes of him. She could see the brutish thug that Gangplank had become. Enraged, he seized the pistols and gunned her down with her own creations before turning them on her husband and young Sarah too. Then, out of nothing but spite, he set the workshop ablaze and smashed both pistols on the cobblestones to wipe the Fortune legacy from the face of Runeterra completely. Okay, why? Like, I don't know. I feel like there's got to be more motivation behind it than that. Maybe he sees the Fortune family as a rival to him. I don't know. They're not really giving us much here. Sarah awoke to agony. Her wounds were grave, but she managed to crawl from the burning ruins with the remains of the two pistols clutched to her chest. In time, her body healed, but waking nightmares and night terrors would torment her for many years to come. Oh yeah, I mean, lots of trauma comes with that. Even so, she endured. She was determined to have vengeance. She rebuilt her mother's pistols and learned all she could of the masked murderer who had since declared himself the new Reaver King of Bilgewater and forced even the most influential ship captains to honor his claim. Now, hold on. I thought coming into this, I thought Gangplank wasn't like a super terrible guy. But maybe I got that wrong. Like, I thought he was actually trying to help Bilgewater and stuff in general. I don't know. No matter, when Sarah faced him again, she would be ready. Taking a ship to Bilgewater Bay, she killed her first man within minutes of setting foot on the crooked timbers of the quayside, a drunken pirate with a gallon of Myron's Dark in his belly and a price on his head. Sarah dragged his corpse to the bounty board officials before tearing off a dozen more warrants and heading off into the city. So wow, within like seconds, she's already like fulfilled a bounty. So you already know she's going to be a great bounty hunter. Within a week, every one of them was settled, and those with the misfortune to be hunted by Sarah were either dead or in chains. She quickly earned a reputation in the taverns and gambling dens, becoming known only as Miss Fortune. Gangplank would never see her coming, but was one more bounty hunter on the streets of his city. In the years that followed, tales of Miss Fortune's exploits spread far and wide, each more fanciful than the last. She drowned the leader of the Silk Knife Corsairs in a barrel of her own stolen rum. She took the siren from a captain who learned the hard way what it meant to slip a hand where it wasn't wanted. There you go. And then she tracked the insane Doxy Ripper to his lair in the belly of a half-dismembered Leviathan down on the slaughter docks and shot him in the back as he fled. In spite of all this, Gangplank was far too powerful to confront openly with the fierce Jagged Cook's crew always at his side, but Miss Fortune knew just killing him would never be enough. Only his abject humiliation and the burning to ash of all he had stolen would satisfy the girl who had died on the floor of her mother's workshop. Okay, so she gets creative, and this shows how creative she is, how intelligent. I feel like it shows she is strategic as well, is another word we could use there, because she's like, okay, I can't be a dummy. I'm not going to be able to just kill this guy outright. I got to do something to humiliate him, make him look bad, destroy part of his, doings around the city and stuff. So that's where she did the ship next, right? And so little by little, she began to surround herself with a small but loyal cadre of allies that would eventually help her lay her demons to rest. Miss Fortune risked everything to make her move against Gangplank. Plots within plots saw his ship, the Deadpool. Is that a reference to Deadpool? I don't know. Or maybe that's just a clever name. Blown to flaming wreckage in the harbor, and the tyrannical Reaver King overthrown. Best of all, everyone in Bilgewater saw him fall. It was everything Sarah could have hoped for, exactly as she had planned. And it was over in moments. With Gangplank gone, the other rival captains quickly descended into fighting amongst themselves for control of the city. What little semblance of law there had been was gone in an instant, with countless innocent civilians caught between the warring crews. Reluctantly, Miss Fortune stepped up as captain of the Siren, and backed by her own people, she brokered an uneasy truce that has somehow held to this day. But little is ever really permanent in the port city, and Captain Fortune still finds herself having to impose her own brand of order on every Reaver, Ganglord, and distant threat that comes her way. The real battle for Bilgewater has only begun. Okay, so she didn't actually step up to become like the Reaver Queen or whatever of Bilgewater, but she has a reputation. People listen to her, and she's like, no, we got to have a truce between all these crews. We can't just be fighting. And it worked, but she didn't actually want to step up to be Reaver Queen. And I think maybe she doesn't want the responsibility. Maybe she just doesn't want a target on her back or something like that. Or she knows Gangplank is still out there and she doesn't want to like put herself in that position. I don't know. Very cool though. I mean, she has a really cool origin story. Gangplank, bro, I don't know why you murdered her family. I feel like her overall origin story just makes her out to be a badass. And I think she pretty much is a total badass. All right. Our story is called Down Among the Dead Men. And it shows her shooting another person with a rifle, looks like. Bilgewater's White Wharf had earned its name thanks to the layer of bird waste covering it from end to end. Oh my, that's disgusting. Which was only to be expected at a resting place for the dead. Folk here didn't bury corpses, they returned them to the sea. A grave of the sunken dead hung suspended in the cold depths, marked by hundreds of bobbing grave buoys. Some were merely name posts, while others were elaborate tomb markers carved to resemble rearing krakens or buxom sea wenches. So there's a lot of trash in Bilgewater, it looks like. Miss Fortune sat on an empty crate of Rapture rum at the end of the wharf. Oh, that's cool. We're actually getting like art. Legs crossed and a noxious cherry dangling from her bottom lip. In one hand, she held a length of breathing tube connected to a half-submerged coffin floating low in the water. In the other, she grasped a length of frayed rope running through a rusted pulley block and tied to the coffin lid. Both her pistols were holstered within easy reach. Moonlight cast a weak glow through the mist rolling in from the sea, staining the water's scummed surface tobacco yellow. Cawing carrion gulls lined every swaybacked roof on the quayside, which was always a good omen. They knew better than any the signs of fresh pickings. About time, she whispered, as a shaven-headed man in a drake-scale frock coat emerged from the narrow, debris-choked alley. A pack of needle-toothed wharf rats stalked him, hoping he was drunk and might pass out to become easy meat. Man, this is not a very nice place they're picturing here for us. The man's name was Jackmont Zyglos, one of the Painted Brothers. Any corsair worth his salt had tattoos, but every inch of Zyglos was inked with clawed serpents, lovers' names, and a record of every boat he'd sunk, every man he'd murdered. His skin was as good a confession as any she'd known. Wow. He marched purposefully along the wharf, but his eyes darting warily from side to side gave the lie to his confidence. His hand gripped a long cutlass with a shark-toothed edge that hung low on his hip. He, too, boasted a firearm, a stubby carbine with glassy pipes running the length of its barrel. "Where is he?" demanded Zyglos. "You said you'd bring him." "That a Piltover hex carbine?" She asked, ignoring his question. I was gonna say it did look like a Piltover like rifle. "Answer me, damn you." "You first," said Miss Fortune, letting some rope through the pulley and allowing the coffin to sink a little more. "After all, I'm not sure how long this breathing tube is, and you wouldn't want your brother to go without air, would you?" "Oh, he's in the coffin." Zyglos took a breath, and she saw the tension go out of him. "Yes, damn you, it's from Piltover," he said, drawing the weapon and holding out by the trigger guard. "Pricey," said Miss Fortune. "I guess you'd know," he sneered. She let out even more rope. Bubbles of air escaped the now fully submerged coffin. Zyglos held up his hands, instantly contrite. All right, he pleaded. It's yours. Pull him up, please. You'll come quietly? Zyglos gave a bark of fatalistic laughter. What choice do I have, he asked. You sank my ships and killed all my men. You've sent my kin to the poorhouse or the gaol, and for what? A stolen hex gun? A bounty? A little of both and then some. So how much am I worth to you, bitch? Woo! Coin? 500 silver serpents? All this mayhem for a lousy 500 serpents? It's not the money that's got you killed. It's the fact that you're one of the Gangplank's sworn men, said Miss Fortune. That's why I want you dead. Ah, this is her getting revenge on Gangplank's crew. She's just taking out his crew now. Dead? Wait, the warrant says alive. True, but I've never seen been very good at following instructions, said Miss Fortune. Releasing the rope and the breathing tube, the coffin plunged into the darkness of the sunken dead. She's literally killing two birds with one stone here. The coffin plunged into the darkness of the sunken dead, trailing a froth of frantic bubbles. Zyglos screamed his brother's name and ran at her, drawing his serrated sword. She let him get within spitting distance before drawing her pistols and blasting him with both barrels, one through the eye, one in the heart. I love that we're getting artwork for this. It adds a lot to the story, in my opinion. Miss Fortune spat her cheroot into the sea and blew the smoke from each muzzle. Self-defense, she said with a smile, rehearsing her lie for the bounty pursuers. Crazy fool came at me with that fanged sword of his. I didn't have a choice. Miss Fortune bent to retrieve the fallen hex carbine. She turned the weapon over in her hands, too light for her taste, but artfully made and absurdly lethal. The ghost of a smile twitched the corner of her mouth as she thought back to the warmth of the old workshop, the smell of gun oil, and the touch of her mother's hand on her shoulder. Oh. So she sees like a weapon, you know, crafted well, looks good, and it just reminded her of her childhood and helping her mom in the workshop, which is, you know, sad. Miss Fortune sighed and shook off the memory before it turned sour. She threw the pistol out over the water, sending it down to the dead. The sea demanded its due after all, and she'd not lied. The weapon was worth a small fortune. She stood and strolled back into Bilgewater. She knew she ought to throw Zyglos' corpse into the water too, but the wharf rats and the carrying gulls had to eat, didn't they? And fresh meat was a rare delicacy on the White Wharf. Oh, this is such a cool, like, badass again story for Miss Fortune. I mean, she is again very creative, smart, intelligent, strategic, and she isn't caring about the bounties right now in terms of money. She's probably okay. She's got enough money from previous bounties or something. But if there's a bounty on somebody that was Gangplank's, you know, crew or part of their crew, previous crew, whatever, she's going after him. Very cool story. And I love that the devs decided to actually give us, it's only 3 little, you know, small pictures. And, you know, I know something like this kind of artwork isn't, you know, easy to make or anything like that. But I feel like these, or no, it was actually 4 pictures. It just adds a lot to these little stories that they give us, these little small snippets into these champions like lore and stuff. And I'm glad that they included it this time. All right, so the champion spotlight for Miss Fortune is 13 years old. We are not going to take a look at that. We're going to actually just take a look at her abilities page. So role here is marksman and difficulty is low, okay? So we have her passive, which is called Love Tap. Miss Fortune deals bonus physical damage whenever she basic attacks a new target. Oh, so okay, you want to attack different targets each time with her. Very nice. Double Up is her Q. Miss Fortune fires a bullet at an enemy, damaging them and a target behind them. Both strikes can also apply Love Tap. Oh, and then you also get the Love Tap, a passive ability with that, which is very cool. Okay. And then we have Strut. Now, wait a minute. Love Up, does it target? It just damages people behind them. So just don't be behind an enemy that she's targeting. Got it. Then we have Strut. I like we got like a high heel with a heart as the picture here. It's called Strut. Miss Fortune passively gains move speed when not attacked. This ability can be activated to grant bonus attack speed for a short duration. While it's on cooldown, Love Taps reduce the remaining cooldown of Strut. So it looks like Strut you can use pretty often because it kind of coincides with Love Tap and basically reduces the cooldown of it. And basically you can just use it for a quick little movement speed anytime it is up. That seems pretty cool. Or attack speed as well, right? Yeah, I can see how she is basically kind of like low difficulty. All of these abilities seem pretty basic and straightforward so far. Now we have E, Make It Rain. Okay, yes, I know Make It Rain because of TFT, because that's an ability. That's basically her ultimate ability. That's Make It Rain's been one of her ultimate abilities in TFT, but it looks like she has a different ultimate. Maybe I know that one too, but we have used Miss Fortune in TFT before. So E is Make It Rain. Miss Fortune reveals an area with a flurry of bullets, dealing waves of damage to opponents and slowing them. Yeah, very nice. Yeah, I mean, again, these abilities seem very basic, but they're good abilities, but they don't seem like difficult to use, right? And then R is Bullet Time, right? Okay, so we have Miss Fortune channels a barrage of bullets into a cone in front of her, dealing large amounts of damage to enemies. Each wave of bullet time time can critically strike. Very cool. Yeah, okay, so as basic and low difficulty as Miss Fortune seems, is she actually pretty good in the game, though? Because sometimes, you know, when we have these, like, very basic characters like this, that makes them very good in a sense almost, because of their abilities are easy to use, you're able to hit with them most of the time. I'm wondering if that is the case with Miss Fortune, and if she's actually very good in the game, or is she kind of like lower powered because she doesn't have those really cool, unique abilities. All right, fortunately with Miss Fortune, we have quite a few little cinematics to take a look at, so I'm excited to get into those. The first one we're going to do is Miss Fortune Surrender, and it's one of those League animation workshops, so it's like basically the rendering without like the color and stuff. So let's take a look at this. Oh god, I don't like spiders. Especially ones shaped like that. Okay, we're getting like a little pirate song. She's even ready from attacks from a spider, guys. Dang, we got everything in this animation. We got the sound, we got a song, but we couldn't get like a full rendering? Come on. I guess that costs a lot more money there, probably. Okay. Oh, look at that. Nice. Cool. Oh, this song might get me copyright strike here. I feel like I've heard this song. We gotta lower the volume here. Interesting. She needed a glass. I love how the spider was still trying. So she just took out a whole crew on a ship. Is he gonna surrender? I hope he does. He's like, nah, I'm good. Cool. She was gonna let him go, but they still came and attacked. And she was still ready. Very cool. Yeah, wait, I don't know. I feel like I've heard that song before. I hope I don't get copyright striked for that one. But very cool animation. I think that was better than... I guess we've only seen the Lux and Zed one. I guess there's one more with Darius, but I thought that one was... or this one was absolutely the best. Next up, we have a Tales of Runeterra Bilgewater called Double Cross. I have watched this. I don't remember it because I ran through all the cinematics at one point, and it said I had watched this already. So... let's go ahead and give this one a rewatch now that we know a lot more about the whole world and these champions. So double cross. I think, okay, so I know it has Gangplank. There's Miss Fortune. Whoa, the short red hair looks good, actually.
Seems like I'm the one holding all the cards now.
I know that voice.
Captain. You finally landed me.
Oh, this is Twisted Fate.
Don't
She has...
yourself. I'm after a bigger fish. Your partner.
That Graves is too smart to walk into.
Oh,
a
it's
trap.
Graves that's
You
in
think
this.
he'd be stupid enough to bash?
Let him go and nobody gets hurt.
Oh,
Damn it.
her trap
Dumb
didn't
luck
work.
is a gift of his.
Oh, is it?
Okay, I like seeing this. I don't know how Graves and Twisted Fate goes into the whole Bilgewater lore, though, I will say.
No, you don't.
Okay, this is a cool battle. Both good shots and both know how to dodge those shots.
Much obliged.
Uh-oh. She's in trouble.
My turn.
All
Yeah.
right, Missy Fortune.
Missy
Don't
Fortune.
make any more trouble.
Okay, you win. So who gets to collect my bounty?
Well, by arrangement, we always split 50-50.
Nah, hold up,
She's a
73rd.
bounty, I see.
Time, I'm pretty sure I just saved you again, which means I get the bigger cut. Perfect. You were upside down like a piece of meat.
Hold that shit.
Oh, come on. That's so perfect. Do they have a bounty on their heads, I imagine? That's what she was trying to do. She's trying to get both of them.
Moving.
You are a very large man.
You are a very large man. Oh, what
As
the?
promised, 2 for the price of 1.
That is not what I expected.
Your quartermaster.
Her quartermaster.
You're lucky I like you.
These two will make a worthy sacrifice to the beasts below.
Oh, who is this lady?
For 1,000 years of suffering.
Let's talk this out. I love the humor between those two. It's great.
Don't worry, this isn't your last hand.
Oh, very
Let's go
nice,
before this
Miss
gets
Fortune.
ugly.
Looks like the tides of Bilgewater have shifted again, my friend.
She wasn't really wanting to do that. It was just the quartermaster was stolen from her.
Let's get out of here.
So long, sea witch.
Sea witch.
Find someone else to feed your monster.
Okay, so yeah, this sea witch.
Just another beautiful day in Bilgewater.
Just
It
another.
is.
Okay, so yeah, so the story there, really quick though, was just like basically the sea witch took Miss Fortune's quartermaster and was like, okay, you get me these two, and I'll or maybe she wasn't even going for Graves and Twisted Fate altogether. She just needed somebody to like feed to her or whatever, her monster or whatever. And yeah, so very cool. I liked the humor between Graves and Twisted Fate. Very well written. Actually, the humor between all three of them, because there was a little bit of humor with Miss Fortune being like, oh my God, because these two were just like babbling on about who's going to get the bounty on her. And she made a funny face. So I thought this was a very, very good. This was actually a really good cinematic. It was 3 minutes long, and we learned a lot about each of the champions, like motivations a little bit. And I think the rendering of this cinematic was gorgeous. The colors were very, really vibrant. Like her red hair looks really, really good. And I like that. I mean, I saw she had like a ponytail or something going on, but the short hair looked really, really cool as well. And then Graves and Twisted Fate, since I have not reacted to them, I know obviously they're both in Bilgewater. They're both really good friends. That's kind of all I really know about those two. I always mistake Graves and Gangplank for some reason. But Graves is the one with that giant, the giant gun. And then Gangplank has the sword, right? I always confuse them, though, because they look a little bit similar. So forgive me on that one. But yeah, if there's anything I should know about Graves and like Twisted Fate that would help with this cinematic, let me know. All right, next up, we just have a small 1 minute long animation here called Payback is a Goddess, and it is the Gun Goddess Miss Fortune animated video. And we're actually going to be doing the Gun Goddess Miss Fortune login screen next. Oh, this is actual like anime style. Okay. They went full out. Oh, what, we got like a Gundam? Oh, wait a minute. Okay, now I really need to see this Gun Goddess Miss Fortune skin. This looks insane for the 1 minute that we're getting of like Gundam Miss Fortune. What is this? Why do I want like a full animated world of this? Oh, that's it? Why was it so short? Oh, and then you get a little sneak peek. Okay. Well, we're going to do her theme next, but wow, yeah, that skin looks insane, dude. Look at how big the guns are. Okay, so we're doing her login screen, the Gun Goddess one, because since Miss Fortune is so old, she doesn't have an actual login screen. At least YouTube doesn't have one. So we're going to do this and give it a listen. It's 3 minutes and 50 seconds. That's one of the longest, if not the longest so far that we've listened to. So let's give this a listen. I'm interested in this futuristic Gundam world or whatever that Miss Fortune's in. Whoa. Cool. Oh, already coming in with like the synthy noise here. Oh, and some strings to go along with it. I bet you this is one of the more popular skins, I imagine. With it having a login screen, I bet you there's also voice lines and stuff too, I bet. Okay. Oh. It almost sounds like 80s action star. I don't know what kind of vibes I'm getting from this one, but the slow snare drum. Oh, dude, what? The melody to this one. This could totally be like an intro to a show, to like an anime show. Now I kind of want this as an anime show. Oh, whoa. The whatever that meow 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 song or sound was going back and forth. It was really cool. Dude, there's lots of sounds in this. Oh, that dun 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 dun. We got a full band here. You can hear like the trumpets going in too now. Dude, I actually love this one. Hold on. When it fully gets into the swing of the melody here, it sounds so good. And I wonder if this is like a specific skin. I mean, it's got to be a specific skin just for Misfortune. There aren't any other gun goddess skins, you know what I mean? So they really went out with this. They did a skin, they did a login screen, they did an animation. Like, they went crazy with it. Okay, yeah, this one's great. I have to add this to the playlist. Oh, it's turning a little dark here at the end. Oh, okay. It's a more like somber version of the melody. Maybe it's gonna build one more time, I think. Yeah, it's gotta build one more time, right? Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, dude, so good. Oh, what is it about this melody? It sounds so like happy and uplifting. For some reason, it gives me like nostalgia watching like a 90s anime. Wow, yes. Holy crap. That was a really good one, man. Holy crap. Okay, man. I don't even play League of Legends, but after listening to this login screen and seeing the animation video, I would absolutely make sure I had this skin. This one's probably one of the more expensive ones, of course, though. That's how they get you, right? This was such a good song. I really want to add this one to the Spotify playlist. I want to hear from you guys, though. Like, what was the hype? What sucks is, like, I'm not around whenever these things get released. Like, this was, I think, 5 years ago. But, like, was it pretty cool, pretty hype when this, like, big skin came out and there was, like, an animation for it and everything? Even though it's only 55 seconds, whatever. You know, I just really would like to be around whenever one of these, like, super hype skins comes out. And I just want to know, like, how the community is around that kind of stuff. So very cool login screen. This is actually one of the, I don't want to say it's one of the best. I really don't. It's definitely up there for me. This one was such a good one. All right, I found one more cinematic for it. It's called the Misfortune Champion Showcase. And it's a Legends of Runeterra gameplay. Let's give it a watch. Cool.
Fortune favors the bold.
Okay, here we go. Yeah, this is when they were first getting into these trailers, huh? Uh-huh. Do we get to see, like, her level up animation and everything in this? Hopefully. You clash with flows, her bullets, okay. And their nexus, okay. Nice. Yeah, that makes sense with her abilities. Oh, are we going to see the level up? Yes, yes. Let's see the level up. So wait. Pausing. We're going to go back and see what her card is. 3 mana, 3/3. Good. When allies attack, deal 1 damage, or deal 1 to battling enemies and the enemy nexus. And then level up when I've seen you attack 4 times.
No regrets, no mercy.
Wait, I have questions. Why is she like all ghost form under the ship? I like the animation, but why is she like in a ghost form? I don't know what's going on there. Explain that one to me, guys, if you know why she's like that. Okay, so 3 mana 4/4. When allies attack, deal 1 3 times to battling enemies and the enemy nexus. Nice. And she still has overwhelm. Cool. Now when allies attack, she fires wave after wave. She seems pretty good in Legends of Runeterra. Oh man, I feel like she's got to be decent. Unless they've changed her card. I guess she could be taken out pretty easy, maybe. Your crew can take out anyone. Right, with the captain around. I like that it works that way where she's like, you know, the captain of the ship and she's like commanding her crew. Cool. Nice. Cool little trailer. And we'll finally get some of her voice lines later, which will be awesome as well. Okay, everybody, we have a crap ton of Misfortune skins, and I'm honestly not surprised. So we're going to run through them. I'm going to tell you guys my top 3. I want to hear from you guys what your maybe like favorite Misfortune skin is, or if there's like a cool story behind one of them. Of course, the Gun Goddess one is already one that I've had a sneak peek at. So that one might end up being one of my top 3, but let's go ahead and run through these really fast and see which ones my favorite are. All right, we have the original skin, of course, but you know, we're just going to move on. I think they did a great job with her original design, but let's move on to the next one. Next one's called Cowgirl, and I'm looking at the date here. So this is 2010. I mean, 2010, having a skin that looked like this, that's actually pretty good in my opinion. They made her blonde, I guess to go with the aesthetic of the cowgirl like design, I guess. Because I guess you don't usually see redhead cowgirls, but you know, whatever, right? Next up is Waterloo. So this is like a different, oh, this is like, yeah, okay. This is like if she was a part of the British or whatever, right? And this is totally if she was like against the pirates instead, kind of. I feel like I'm gonna end up liking a lot of these outfit or skins that they end up giving to Misfortune. But let's take a look at the next one. Oh, did not see this coming. Secret Agent. She's got double golden silenced pistols. I did not see that coming. You know, I mean, yeah, it's pretty, can I say sexy? But I don't know. I think we're gonna see some better ones. But yeah, this is definitely like her using her attractiveness as a secret agent to get, you know, secret information, blah, 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 right? I think it's a good idea. All right, next up, we have Candy Cane. Yes, not too many Christmas skins or whatever that I see throughout some of the other champs we've reacted to. I always complain about, like, not enough Christmas skins and not enough Halloween skins for a lot of the champs we've seen. It's like, I would think every champ would have one of those by now. But yeah, this Misfortune one's great. I'm really loving the boots with the fur. Yeah, I mean, overall candy cane aesthetic, right? All right, moving on. Oh, we got Road Warrior. So we're going with Mad Max. Dude, they're going to do like everything. I feel like I have no idea what the next skin's going to be, but it's just going to be some new aesthetic for Misfortune. Yeah, so Mad Max. I love the newest Mad Max movie, and I know there's a Furiosa movie coming out. But yeah, biker, you know, biker gang stuff. I think this is a good skin, but you know, not my fave. Let's keep going. So far, none of these, I don't think crack the top 3, but it's going to be really hard to narrow these down. So let's keep going. Crime City. So we went with Mafia Boss. Yeah, man, they're really doing everything. Oh my God, I love what's going on in the background. Is that like a cat he's holding? What is he holding in the background? Anyways, yeah, they gave her the dual Tommy guns. Of course, they got to give her dual guns each time. I guess I got to take a look at what gun she's using. And this one, we only see her with the one like candy cane pistol. And this one, she's got the double barrel shotgun. Interesting. All right, so far, you know, none of the themes have really like resonated with me yet. Let's keep going. I mean, I like a lot of them. Like the Secret Agent one is pretty cool, I guess. But let's keep going. Okay, next we have Arcade. Okay, yeah, the Arcade skins. Again, like I think one of them almost cracked the top 3 for me. They're just a little like, they're good, okay? I'm not even going to trash talk this one. I think it's really good. They're just a little too like vibrant for me. So maybe that's the appeal that I'm not so into. But here we go. We can actually take a look at some of the actual in-game here. And yeah, I mean, it looks cool. She looks like she's using like a toy gun, which I think is actually kind of cool. But let's keep going. We have Captain Fortune. Now I did see Captain Fortune also has its own login screen, I think, or champion theme. I think this one is actually pretty badass. I love the hat. I love the attire. I love how her red hair is here. Oh, we don't have in a 3D model. I'm going to look at the 3D model. Oh man, it's even more like crazy. Oh yeah, I feel like I've actually seen this outfit from like this way for some reason. Maybe it's been like that in TFT at some point, But yeah, the hair is great, and the hat is awesome as well. Captain Fortune is probably one of my faves so far. Let's keep going though. Oh man, Pool Party. Pool Party's also one of those ones that's like barely not made the top 3 favorite skins for me. I really like it, but let's keep going. It's probably really good. She's got super soakers, of course, so that's awesome. Next we have Star. I didn't know there was a Star Guardian Misfortune. At this point, I feel like every female champion we've reacted to has a freaking Star Guardian skin. I guess I'm not complaining. Yeah, I mean, this is really good. I actually like, of course, the red coloring for the actual outfit and everything is really good. I think this might be a Star Guardian that makes it in the top 3 for me, but we'll see. We still got a bunch to go. I'm going to try to go through these faster now. So we just got to zoom because there's so many skins here. All right, Gun Goddess. This one we've already seen a little bit in game. Let's take a look at some more here. Ooh, I actually like the white one with the gold. The purple looks cool too. And then the red and white looks good. Gun Goddess, top 3, 100%. I love that skin. Let's keep going. Oh, okay. We have Pajama Guardian. So we see her right here. We also had another Pajama Guardian recently in another reaction. I think it's okay. It's kind of just like pajamas, like, you know, sleepover kind of skin. So I think it's okay, but let's keep going. I'm sure there are people that really enjoy the Pajama Guardian ones. Oh no, they did it. Oh, this is actually great. Bewitching Misfortune. Oh, this is actually such a good one. All right, let me see the 3D model. What are her guns though? Oh, they're candles. They're candles. Oh, everything about this is cool except the candles. I actually don't think I like the candles. Maybe they look better in game. I don't know. I actually like everything about this, obviously, but the candles. All right, let's keep going. Okay, and then we have Prestige Bewitching. Okay, wait. Now, see, this is a better gun, but I don't think I like the color scheme whatsoever. Dang. I think they could have done better with the other one. I really don't like the candle guns. Okay, next we have the Ruined one. So yeah, the Ruined one, she became ruined for a time during, you know, the whole Viego event. And I'm not really liking any of the other color schemes, but I do like the outfit altogether. I think it looks really good. But I'm not sure this is going to be one of my faves. I'm not like the biggest fan of like the color and like the whole harrowing and the black mist stuff around her. I think some of her other ones are just better. Battle Bunny. Oh, Battle Bunny. So we see a couple of other people that had Battle Bunny. Oh, Set had one, didn't he? Okay, let's see it in game. Oh, this is pretty good. I like this one. The bunny ears adding a lot here. It's also got this like little futuristic kind of like techno colors to it, I guess you can say. I don't know how you would describe this. Like this kind of looks like KDA scheme colors here. And I really like that. So Misfortune Battle Bunny, I think is going to be a top 3. What do we have so far? So far we have Captain Fortune, Gun Goddess, and the Battle Bunny. But let's keep going to 3 more. Prestige Bewitching 2022. That must just be an update. Let's move on. Broken Covenant. So is this part of the Covenant skins? Oh, this one actually looks really good. I like her hair. Hold on. Her hair looks really cool. And then the freaking massive, whatever you want to call it, behind her. It almost makes her look like a Diablo character, like a Demon Hunter in Diablo. And I know that because I played Demon Hunter in Diablo 3. So it really reminds me of that. She looks really good. I think that actually might make the top 3, but let's go to the last one and see. Oh my god, the artwork is beautiful. Prestige Broken Covenant. Oh, okay, let's see the 3D version of this one. Oh, it's a little too glamorous in game. I like the artwork though. She looks like kind of like a diva in this. Let's go back to the regular Covenant. Let me see the regular Covenant in 3D. I know I wanted to go through these fast. Oh yeah, see, this looks so good to me. This looks so good. Okay, we got to take one of them out. All right, so my top 3 skins, guys, is going to be, we're going to actually take out, what did we just put in recently? Battle Bunny. I'm going to take it out. I think Broken Covenant is my favorite. Captain Fortune and as well as Gun Goddess are my top 3 skins. I want to hear from you guys though. What are your 3 favorite skins from Misfortune? All right, so the Fandom Wiki, it's not too much, which is kind of nice because we don't have to read as much. But let's see if there's anything else new in here. We're going to skip some of the previous stuff like early life and contemporary history because we already know all that. So let's see. Recent events. Misfortune, along with her crew, tried to negotiate with the other captains of Bilgewater, who previously served Gangplank. If the captains refused, Sarah killed them and kept her crew. And then we do have the Ruined King. So Misfortune tried to negotiate with the captain about joining her, but he refused, and Sarah ended up killing him. Although she didn't mind killing captains, she was tired because none of them cooperated with her. You know what it is? They probably don't want to listen to a woman. I bet it is. At some point, maybe I need to actually go and play the Ruined King game because I feel like that's the most popular or well-known like Riot Forge game, right? And I think, is Riot Forge shutting down? Hopefully it's not. Because I know there was a bunch of layoffs. Okay, so appearance. Miss Fortune is an incredibly beautiful woman with a slim and voluptuous build, light skin, pale green eyes, and her most prominent feature, her long, wavy scarlet red hair. All right, who wrote this? I mean, listen, you're correct, but come on. Normally, she wears somewhat revealing clothes consisting of a white blouse with separate long sleeves with a dark green vest that reveals her abdomen, black bell-bottom pants, black high-heeled boots, and wears a black pirate hat on her head. Yep, that sums it up. Okay. Personality. Sarah is a born and calculating leader. She usually uses her beauty and wit to get what she wants. She's usually quite flirtatious and lascivious when speaking, but she is really a dismissive and ambitious woman. However, she shows great concern for her followers and allies, being able to give her life for them or even avenge them. And a good example of that was the little Tales of Runeterra thing where we saw her rescue her quartermaster. And she's like, good thing I actually like you. So cool. Like, she cares for her crew and the people that follow her, which shows compassion and empathy, right? Abilities. I mean, and these are probably obvious, but Miss Fortune, expert marksman. Miss Fortune is an extremely skilled marksman, being considered the best gunslinger in all of Bilgewater. Shock and awe. They are Miss Fortune's two favorite weapons, and they are the only ones she usually uses, right? Okay. So her guns are called shock and awe. I did not know that. All right. So now we have relations. And we're actually going to see some of those ones that I had questions about earlier on in the reaction. So, all right, let's read the one for Gangplank. Miss Fortune survived Gangplank's murder attempt, which killed her mother, and plotted to avenge her mother's death. She hired Twisted Fate to rob Gangplank's warehouse while also tipping off Graves about it. Okay. Both men acted as a massive distraction so that she could make final preparations to land the killing blow on Gangplank. When they later returned to Bilgewater in search of the Abyssal Crown, they angered a sea witch in the process. Ah, so that's the sea witch that we saw in that trailer. Miss Fortune, who had her quartermaster caught by the same witch, tricked and captured them both and then gave them to the witch in exchange for her quartermaster, but then helped Twisted Fate and Graves escape. Graves holds a grudge against Sarah, but still thinks she is impressive. Yeah, I kind of feel like the whole Twisted Fate, Graves, and Miss Fortune thing, they're kind of like rivals a little bit. Like, they don't want to kill each other. They're kind of just like, you know, if you're in my way, you're in my way kind of thing, but they don't really mind each other. Maybe they don't care about each other, but they don't mind each other. Between Burning Tides and Shadow and Fortune, Miss Fortune is purging Bilgewater of all those loyal to Gangplank after the power vacuum his death caused. She is sure she can make Bilgewater prosper if the people are united under her banner. At one point before Gangplank's death, him and Miss Fortune struck an uneasy truce in order to fight off the harrowing right on the shores of the Serpent Isles in the Battle of Knife Straits. Okay, so they actually came together to like protect Bilgewater altogether. They were successful despite heavy casualties and their combined fleet scattering, while farther south, Nautilus managed to fight off the rest of the undead. Okay, Nautilus. The only thing I know about Nautilus is he's the big guy with the anchor. I think he goes underwater. I don't know. And he's like a giant robot, kind of. Not even a robot. Like, he's got a giant suit. That's all I know. All right, Lucian. During the events of Shadow and Fortune, Lucian and Miss Fortune encountered each other in a recent Bilgewater's harrowing, and they both fought the undead from the Shadow Isles and parted way in friendly terms. She intended to persuade him to help her claim Bilgewater. Okay, but probably didn't come to fruition. He has other things, or other priorities. Okay, Olaf. She encountered Olaf, but did not think much of him. That's it. Okay, maybe that one comes from Voicelines or something. So she came across Olaf and didn't think much of him. Maybe Olaf tries flirting with her and she's like, nah, I'm not interested. Okay, now we have Alawi. This one might be interesting. Alawi protected Miss Fortune from the Black Mist and Hecarim. Unknown to Sarah, Alawi secretly helped Gangplank reclaim the city while also intending to test her in the near future. Ah, okay, yes, that's what I'm recalling now that we just read that. So I remember in Alawi's reaction, she tests Gangplank with her whole, you know, the little thing that she tests their soul or whatever thing. Gangplank passed, and now Alawi wants to test Miss Fortune, which is interesting. And of course, Alawi helped Gangplank because they used to be together. She actually cares for him, things like that, even though they're not together anymore. Okay, and then we have Rise. During a shootout between Miss Fortune and a rival captain's crew, Rise got caught in their conflict and helped her out. Really? Where did I miss this? Where is this little snippet here? Maybe it's from another story or something that we may have missed. I'm not recalling it from my Rise reaction. Okay, let's see. Piltover. Based on her Legends of Runeterra Voicelines, we're going to get there. Miss Fortune may have gone to Piltover at some point and gotten involved in some accident through which she met Vi and Caitlin. Okay, now I'm very interested in this voice interaction. later on. Okay. And then we have Crew of the Charming Lady. During the events of Ruined King, Ari, Alawi, Braum, Pike, Yasuo, and Misfortune traveled to the Shadow Isles to confront Viego in order to protect Bilgewater. Viego would try to sway her to his side with the promise of power, but her will proved stronger and she sealed him inside a Buru artifact. Okay, so that's pretty much the gist of the Ruined King that I still want to play, but it's very cool that we're seeing that she was able to resist his power because her will was so strong. And then we have Viego. So however, Misfortune would eventually accept Viego's offer. Oh, I spoke too soon. When the Sentinels of Light came to Bilgewater, becoming ruined in the process. Oh, she was one of the ones that becomes like ruined and like becomes like a zombie for Viego. She had accepted his offer because she had grown desperate after months of fighting against Gangplank. Wow. So I feel like maybe that's not true. Maybe she didn't actually grow desperate. Maybe like her will just like Viego's very strong and she couldn't resist or something. I don't know. Okay, so it looks like there's a few short stories we're missing here. There's Burning Tides, Act 1, 2, 3, Epilogue, Dead in the Water short story that she's also a part of. So yeah, I mean, I imagine Misfortune appears in a lot of Bilgewater like related stories. There's Destiny and Fate. So we watched Double Cross. We read this one. So this is the one we did read, Down Among the Dead Men, which was a good one. And then, oh, there's a comic as well called Fortune Smiles. Very cool. Maybe at some point we can read that comic in the future. And then the games. Okay, so she's in the Kingdom music video. She's in the game Rise of the Sentinels, in the game Ruined King. There's a short story, but it's a 51-minute read. I don't know if that's short anymore. Oh, Shadow and Fortune. Oh, okay, it's all 3 chapters 1 through 4. Is this a full story or is this also a comic? No, I don't think it's a comic because this one up here actually says it is a comic. Wow. Okay, so this Shadow and Fortune is like a full-on story. I don't think I know that story, but I know the Shadow and Fortune was mentioned up here in the relationship section as like a, yeah, right here during the events of Shadow and Fortune. Okay. Is Shadow and Fortune, how is that different than the Harrowing? And then she also appears in The Will of the Dead, and she's also in the video The Climb. Yeah, we know about that one. Yeah, okay, we saw this video surrender. She's in a lot of stuff, guys. I mean, of course, she is one of the oldest League of Legends champions, so I get it, but sometimes there's some old League of Legends champions that just don't even appear in as much stuff as Misfortune. And I have an inkling to a feeling why she is in so many. All right, very tiny trivia section here. It just says, Sarah, taking the name Misfortune for bounty hunting, references the old sailor myth that women on ships brought misfortune. And then Misfortune's first shipmate is called Raffin. Misfortune is based on many real-life female pirates, especially Anne, Bonnie, and Mary Read. Oh, cool. Misfortune's background resembles Inigo Montoya's from The Princess Bride. Man, it's been a long time since I've seen that. And then her guns were forged by her mother for Gangplank, who later killed Sarah's family and destroyed the pistols. And then Sarah later rebuilt them, became Misfortune, and finally avenged her family years later. But Gangplank didn't truly die, right? We know that. All right, so lots of little tidbits in here. The relationship section was kind of the heaviest learning part here, where we got to learn quite a bit about like these little things. So because she appeared in so many things, like so many comics, little stories. So like Shadow and Fortune, the Ruined King events, the Harrowing. She's kind of had a lot of interactions with a lot of people, so I'm hoping we get a lot of voice lines with that. All right, everybody, we're finally here. We're going to do Misfortune's Legends of Runeterra special interactions first, and then we'll move on to any other voice lines and stuff that she has after. I'm excited to get into these because a lot of the Legends of Runeterra voice lines have been honestly kind of the best so far. All right, first up, we got her reacting or interacting with Gangplank.
When we're done, I'm taking your head.
Don't make promises you can't keep, little girl.
Little girl.
This doesn't change a damn thing between us.
If you insist.
We actually didn't get her age, did we? I don't
Remember me, you bastard?
know.
No.
Time to finish this.
My thoughts exactly.
Okay. Some banter between the
Cute
two.
when you're armed.
Firepower's always in style.
You've
Okay.
got dangerous eyes. I like that.
Not
Okay.
just the eyes, you know.
Okay, is Misfortune into females here? Is that what's going on?
Cover me, Crackshot.
You got it, Captain.
Keep firing
Cool.
till they're dead on the ground.
My kind of plan.
Okay.
Hey there, Red.
Huh?
Well, that's one fantasy come true.
Excuse me?
I gotta show you the sights of Bilgewater.
Quinn.
The sights are fine. The smells, on the other hand.
Yeah,
Cute
probably is
bird.
pretty stinky in
Keep
Bilgewater.
bulletproof. Cute face. Talon-proof.
Ooh, I like Quinn's response there. Is Quinn somebody we should react to? You guys let me know in the comments.
Hey, TF. How's the
TF.
partner?
Pretty good. Quit smoking.
See, I like the banter between her, TF, and Graves. They seem kind of friendly, actually.
Fate.
Fortune.
Trim the mainsail and raise anchor.
The Siren.
If
Is that her ship?
looks could kill. They can, and they have.
Okay, confirmed. I mean, Misfortune's flirting with all the women here.
Charm with charm. Best way to the heart is between the ribs.
Ooh, yeah, I mean.
Vi, I should have brought flowers.
Oh, okay. Well, that can. Yep.
Try cupcakes.
I love that reference to Vi. Okay, so yeah, this is the little like snippet that we learned from the fandom of she's actually visited Piltover possibly at some point.
Bilgewater will soon fly
Ooh,
the
Swain.
Noxian banner.
Not while I've got bullets left.
Okay, very interesting thing here that I want to mention is like, so if Swain and Noxus actually came to Bilgewater's doorstep, I think all of the Bilgewater, even if they don't want to listen to Misfortune or whoever, they would all come together absolutely and help defend Bilgewater. Does Bilgewater have any other like, you know, recently we just did Azir's reaction where he and Demacia technically I think have a little bit of an alliance. Does Bilgewater have an alliance with anybody? Maybe Ionia?
Vessel's small, but she ain't lacking courage.
Jaw
I think I saw her
hunters.
at the used ship emporium.
They'll be
Riptide
building
Rex.
the water.
So we're bringing out the big guns, huh?
He does have pretty big
They'll
guns.
be
He's got
building the
cannons.
water.
All that firepower for little old me.
She likes that.
Sometimes I'm
Okay, so that's all we have. There's gonna be some more through here, so I gotta go find them really fast, okay?
Been quite a while, Sarah.
So serious. You're prettier when you smile.
Okay, yeah, I love the banter between these
Together
two.
again, huh?
We're just one grave short of a full house.
Well,
That's cool. She references
got
them to
any
a full
more
house.
Work for me?
You're not still mad about that, are you?
That's when is that referencing when she tricked Twisted Fate in the cinematic?
Find me a flame-ridden lump.
What
Behind you, a three-headed monkey.
the? She's just trying to distract him. Oh, and then I love how we have a powder monkey up next.
Fortune favors the bold.
Oh, we've heard that.
is no place for the weak.
Okay, so fortune favors the bold. I feel like I've heard this as like a motto for a food company or something. Isn't there like a motto? Isn't this some company's motto? Well, I googled it and apparently it just says it is a widely used slogan throughout Western civilization and a history to emphasize concepts of courage and bravery. I don't know. It's got a whole Wikipedia page for fortune favors the bold, I guess. So.
Set sail. Right away. Fortune favors the bold.
Oh, there we go again.
Look alive. Captain's here. Fortune favors the bold.
Captain.
Is that all we're getting? Okay. Fortune favors the bold, clearly.
Best souvenirs are the ones you steal.
Monkey
Let's
idol.
monkey around.
Okay, I like that. I like that. The ones you steal. Okay, now we have the victory and defeats.
Fortune smiles.
Fortune smiles this time.
That's why I'm the captain. That's how we do things in Bilgewater.
Okay.
Somebody's gonna bleed for this. Now we plan our revenge.
Ah, I like that. I like how we say now we plan our revenge because anytime she's been defeated, I mean the murder of her family is not necessarily a defeat. That's just awful. But yeah, she knows how to plan revenge because she's done it before. All right, very cool stuff here. I liked the banter, the little bit of banter that we got between her and Twisted Fate. Surprisingly, no banter with her and Graves specifically in this video. I don't know if there's more voice lines that just wasn't included in the Skin Spotlights video. But that's unfortunate because the Twisted Fate ones I thought were kind of the most interesting because I just like the dynamic there of those three, especially with the cinematic that we got. And then of course with her and Gangplank to start off, there was definitely a lot of animosity there. Gangplank was just being, I feel like, you know, Captain Gangplank of Bilgewater, and he was just kind of being like, whatever, I don't care about you. But she definitely wants revenge against him, obviously. And then a lot of the voice lines here at the beginning, especially like with this one here, the Prowling Cutthroat, she was flirting a lot with the other women pirates. So I don't know. There wasn't anything mentioned in the fandom also about like her you know, her preferences or anything like that. For some reason, a lot of people like to include those in the fandom. Hers was not included, but it seems like maybe based on these voice lines, I would say she's more into women than she is men, or we don't necessarily know, right? I guess it's not necessarily confirmed, but there was definitely a lot of flirting going on. I think lore-wise, we probably didn't really learn too much. We just kind of got to listen to some of her voice lines, and I thought they were pretty cheeky ones. And yeah, just very piratey, cheeky, you know, fun Miss Fortune voice lines that we got. And fortune favors the bold, apparently. I thought that's a military. Isn't that a Marines voice line? I don't know. All right, guys, let's see what other voice lines we have for her. All right, I saw another video that's only like a minute and a half, and apparently it's got a couple more voice lines, so let's listen to these.
No prey, no pay.
This
No
is Sivir.
gold, no glory.
Well, well. Got any more
we've heard
work
this
for
one.
me?
You're not still mad about that, are you? How's your uptight sheriff?
Oh, another one.
Kate's still got a sweet tooth for bad cops.
Ah, okay. So that's referencing the relationship between Caitlyn and Vi, and she called her Kate.
Ugh, stop.
Garen trying to do Demacia, and she said stop.
Fortune favors the bold.
You know, I have always felt very fortunate.
Fortune, what do you fight for?
Fun, mostly.
I really love that response,
When
actually.
we're done, I'm taking your head.
Don't make promises you can't keep, little girl.
I'm one of the good guys, but not that good.
Funny. I was going to say the same.
Ah, I like that interaction. I would say Ari's more good than Miss Fortune, but yeah, they're both not necessarily like they're good guys, but they're not like fully good, right?
I ought to show you the sights of Bilgewater.
The sights are fine. The smells, on the other hand.
Hey, TF, how's the partner?
Pretty good. Quit smoking.
You must be fun at parties. Hey there, Red. Well, that's one fantasy come true.
All right, do we have Graves or
Cute
no?
bird. He bulletproof.
Cute face. Talon.
I like this one from Quinn a lot.
Rosewater will soon fly the Noxian banner.
Not while I've got bullets left.
Okay, any other new ones?
Fortune.
Vi?
The Vi
We should
Flowers
have
one.
flowers.
Try cut.
Dang, that's it. Okay, we got a few new ones in this one, so I thought this was cool. Yeah, like the Ari one was really good. The other one with Vi, the Alawi one. I thought all the new ones were good in here, and of course, you know, her telling Garen to stop saying Demacia was also fantastic. All right, let's see what else we got. All right, guys, so we don't have actual regular special interactions for Miss Fortune. We have this Gun Goddess one, which, you know, we had the animation for, and we also had like a login screen for. So I'm excited to get into these. This is going to be like a special treat for me to you guys, because since we're missing regular, you know, voice lines from regular Miss Fortune, you know, obviously she's a very old League of Legends champion. We're going to listen to these. This has the most YouTube video or views as well, so we're gonna like assume this is the one to watch. So let's give it a listen. It's 15 minutes, so it's gonna be a lot of extra voice lines here. So let's go ahead and give it a listen.
Integrating dangerous alien technology.
Integrating.
Wait, why is she? Hold on. So the suit talks, and she's laughing at integrating. Why is that funny? Hold on. The voice also sounds different than the Legends of Runeterra one. What's going on here?
If you run, you won't see me.
Oh, I hate Katarina's jokes and
Reminder,
taunts.
jokes should be funny.
What? The suit is hilarious.
Reminder, taunting intelligent weapon platforms is highly discouraged.
Yeah, I would agree.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you over my superior. Everything.
Dang. Okay. Yeah, the voice sounds a little different.
Watch and learn, but mostly just watch.
This is taunting an ally. Mostly just watch.
Where I come from, we don't have catty space dragons, and we like it that way.
Catty space dragons.
I try to forget that 1,000 years of space junk is floating around forever, and then I run into something like you.
Whoa. What did Blitzcrank ever do to you?
That thing can't stop me.
Unknown alloy door appears indestructible.
Alloy
Can we
door.
shoot around the door?
Yes.
Yeah, just shoot around it. He technically doesn't have a shield everywhere.
It's a suit, not a lifestyle choice. How do you even walk?
Dude, Camille is so tall. Holy crap.
You've spawned in
Dark
the wrong
Star.
neighborhood, Star Monster.
Are the Dark Star skins related to Gun Goddess's skin?
Temporal flux detected. Faint traces of wasted youth, small dreams, zero imagination.
Oh my god. Yo.
You remind me of a species that went extinct. Must be lonely.
A species that went extinct. What is she referencing there?
You look a lot like a guy who shot me in the head. Good for me. Bad for you.
Good for me. Oh, because she's gonna get her revenge.
Analyzing
Ah.
facial hair. Analyzing offensive weapon. Analyzing body odor.
Oh, why would you do such a thing?
Watching my own
Taunting
bounty go
handsome
up is more
dudes.
exciting than you.
Ah, that's leaning more into like
I'll
she's not
take
really
my
into
suit
guys, is
against
she?
your god any day of the week.
I feel
Today
like
is Tuesday.
Quiet.
she wasn't asking the day of the week, dude.
Another assassin after the big bounty, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go. I bet that mask is worth something.
She wants to sell the mask.
Is that thing alive? Ugh. This suit is even worse than the other one.
Oh, what other one? Oh, this one?
Inferior exo detected.
Ouch.
It is not an
Inferior.
insult. It is a fact.
It is a fact. Dude, the deadpan of the
Shoulder
voice
pads
from the
are a
AI
power
is so
move,
funny.
Kaisa, and you can't pull them off.
Shoulder pads? What's so bad about them?
Something smells like machine grease and hard times. Oh, look, it's Kaisa.
Oh, is it because her shoulder pads are better? Oh, look, it's
Where'd you get
Kaisa.
that death trap? Confederate Alliance? Royal Military? Junk Planet?
Junk planet. Okay, so that's like kind of opening
I've
up the
seen your
world a
type
little bit.
before. Killed all my friends. So nothing personal, but you gotta go.
Ah, interesting. Okay. Program.
Integration of virtual intelligence sadly incomplete. You are better off dead, which we will make you.
Which we will make you. This is giving, it's giving a little like Claptrap from Borderlands, if any of you guys have played that.
Revenge, the last
A
thing
little
I ask
bit.
is a singing
Like the
catfish
humor.
in a hat.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't like card tricks at the bar, and I don't like card tricks now.
Calculating 98.7% chance of glorious robot army turning on its master. You
Uh-huh.
must be so excited.
98.7%.
Nothing turns me off more than a half-baked sewer city.
This is taunting Zonite. It's not even really reference to Singed.
Stay out of space, kid. Start a blog like everyone else.
Start a blog. Does anybody blog anymore? I'm sure people do. I mean, I feel like Instagram posting and whatever isn't really a
Oh,
blog,
say
but
the words.
Repopulating bounty board.
Yes.
that's the words.
Cleaning up the galaxy 5 dirtbags at a time.
Now scanning for additional dirt bags.
Dirt bags.
Stars were made to fall.
That's a good response to killing Aurelian Soul.
I think that little jumpsuit needs a tune-up.
Dude, they're making fun of her suit.
Give it up, Kaisa. Seriously, I'm taking your suit.
Oh, and then she wants it. Probably to sell it.
Maybe next time, shoulder pads.
Calling her shoulder pads? Whoa.
Don't lay it on so thick. It's unbecoming of a... you.
Of a you.
That felt good. Now for the real thing.
Oh.
Justice. Right.
Thought she was going to reference Demacia, but I
I'm
guess
a
it makes sense.
non-smoker.
Here we go again with Graves and smoking, I
Another
guess.
day, another name.
Does he
off
always
the
have a
list.
cigar? Is that what it is? I don't think I actually ever noticed.
And that is why you never leave a girl for dead on her colony world.
Okay, so is that what happened to her in this universe?
Keep setting them up and I'll keep knocking them
Colony
down.
world. I love that they built a whole universe here,
I
you know?
will mourn the death of name deleted, no name on file.
I'm too old for fairy tales.
Dang, calling them fairy tales. That's a gut punch.
Knives are so 32nd century.
32nd century.
Here's some sleight of hand. You're dead.
That's a clever one. Okay. Killing
Bang,
any
bang.
champion.
I shot you down.
Oh, that's awesome. I like that.
Thanks for the paycheck. Mwah.
Mwah.
You got my attention, and I got my bounty. Everyone's a winner.
Well, there you go.
If it's any consolation, you were worth a lot to me.
Yeah, money.
Oh, you felt funny.
Oh my god, why was that like the best one? Because it just instantly reminded me of like if I've ever played a video game and like an enemy AI dies in a funny way or something, it just is instantly funny.
I will always cherish our time together until the money runs out.
Oh, dang.
Your galaxy thanks you.
Your galaxy thanks you.
Why, thank you for your investment in me. Cash in hand, meat, body, and dirt. I think you'd get along.
She's giving kind of like cowboy bounty hunter,
Good to
but
dispense
like
a little
space
Well, not for
bounty
you,
hunter,
you're
right?
dead.
Because obviously that's what she is in this. So it's giving off kind of like Cowboy
Revenge,
Bebop a little
served
bit.
hot and fresh every day.
Adding Death Scream to Death Scream Archive.
Death Scream Archive. Okay. Oh, Frost, don't freeze me. What is that?
Updating Bounty Board.
Hey, you showed up to this party.
Yeah, you showed up here. I just killed
Take a
you.
minute. I'll wait.
Take a minute. I'll wait.
This is just embarrassing. Is something distracting you?
Mm.
No, wait, stay.
Oh, the delivery on that like fake. Oh, stay, please. That was really good.
Clean yourself up. It's not you, it's me.
Oh, there it is.
Sorry, buddy. It's just revenge.
It's just revenge.
Enemy frustration levels rising.
If I heard a robot say that to me, I would get frustrated too. All right, now we're in
Aw,
Kill
I
with
can't turn
E.
you in. You're full of holes.
The way she delivered, you're full of holes. It's really well done. Like whoever the voice actress is doing a great job.
Probably too good.
I do not know what too good means.
So is the robot. Whoever's doing that voice.
That one's on the house.
These are Q bounce kills champion. Okay. So specifically
Careful,
the champion
that
behind.
second shot burns.
Oh, we got a lot of
You're
these.
supposed to stand away from the
So
bullets.
that leads me to believe this happens quite often, maybe?
Ooh, that looks like it hurt.
I'm sure it does. It's a bullet.
Next round's on me. Remember the time we had together. I won't.
Damn. Okay.
Just follow the bouncing bullet.
I feel like just don't fall for misfortune because it's not going to end up well for you.
There I go, killing again.
There I go. She's got like a little bit of a southern
Make mine a
drawl to
double.
her a little bit. I feel like. Or maybe I'm reading into
Good rule of thumb.
the
never
accent
piss
too
me
much.
off.
Exactly. See, there you go. Good rule of thumb, never piss her off. That's why I'm like, don't
I
fall for
love a good
misfortune.
revenge story.
That's a good reference there too. I like that.
Rating situational awareness at suboptimal.
Suboptimal.
Scrubbing name from revenge list.
We got a whole revenge list.
I take tips.
Oh, this is if it kills a minion. Okay.
Oops, my finger slipped.
Yeah, right.
Money in my pocket.
Okay.
Sorry, little guy.
Justice for our
Now
minions.
let's try a real target. Somebody's jealous.
Okay, this is attacking a
That
gun goddess or
exosuit is
bullet angel
so
skin.
mine.
Are there other gun goddess
You don't
skins?
deserve that hardware.
There must be,
Engaging
huh?
enemy exoskeleton.
Maybe not.
Like them? They're a misfortune original. One
Oh.
part particle cannon, 2 parts nice lady.
2 parts, nice lady. Wait, so you get different guns with the gun goddess stuff?
Let's
Scarlet
see how
Fair
they
gun?
like these girls.
They will not like these girls because they will be dead.
They will not like these girls. Oh yeah, look,
I
Star
won't worry with the
Swarm.
details, but these stars are alive. and
Wait.
they bite.
So do you get different ability? No, is it just a different
what
look?
I've always wanted. A whole lot of missiles.
Yeah, so wait, the Royal Arms one shoots missiles? Okay.
Military tech. Fun.
It is fun.
That's what I like to hear.
It is fun. Dude, the robot's so good.
Reminder, gravity rounds are dangerously unstable.
Gravity
For the heart.
rounds.
You're so good to me.
Oh, so this one shoots gravity rounds. 0 hour.
It'll rip their hearts right out of their chests. Literally.
Yeah, if it's like a gravity gun, I guess.
Red and dead.
Oh, so you get voice lines for each gun
You want
too.
'em, You got 'em.
Interesting.
Scarlet Fair.
Scarlet Fair is what that one's called. And then Star
Get 'em,
Swarm.
boys. Feeding time.
Feeding time.
Star Swarm.
Because they bite. Ah, I got it.
Big money, big prizes.
Big money, big for wait. Is that a reference to something? Eat missile.
Royal Arms.
That one's called Royal Arms. Okay. 0 hour.
Try a black hole.
Oh, is it black? Does it shoot
The
a
law
like
of
mini black hole?
attraction.
Law of Attraction's a good one.
0
However,
hour. I
buying a
guess I could
blade?
Throw it at someone.
She's like, I don't know what to do with this thing.
An essential part of any balanced arsenal.
That's a
This is how
okay.
you keep a bounty hunter off your back.
Buying a ward. Yeah,
I
okay.
love wrecking someone's day. My eyes on the ground.
Hmm. She's got a lot
Tactical
for
party
buying ward.
crasher required.
Party crasher.
More guns, more glory.
Okay, now buying any item. We
that's
don't
the
usually get
stuff.
item voice lines. This is
Don't know
5
what
years
it
ago,
is,
so
but I like it.
I guess they still do it.
Everything's a bullet if you believe.
Everything's a bullet if you believe.
Integrating new hardware.
I guess. Sure.
Updating plugins.
Plugins. That's a cool one.
I can always use a drink.
Health potion. Oh wow. Okay. We've never had these.
Nice. My tactical beverage.
Tactical. I've never heard a health potion called a
What is
tactical
this mixed
beverage.
with?
I kind of want to make. I kind of want to call them that from now on.
This is room temperature.
Tactical beverage.
Enjoy the great taste of substance ID not found.
Bro, you got nothing in your systems apparently in your
It
logs.
should be a shame if I just left this right here.
Okay, so now we got her using the ward. Got it.
Keep an eye out for me. You're gonna make someone very unhappy.
Hmm.
Of all the galaxy's junk, this is some of my favorite.
All right, she loves her wards.
Wouldn't want to get shot in the face and left for dead. Again.
She can be. Come on,
We
you
should have
can't.
one of
You
these
can't
back
joke
at the
about that.
colony.
She's talking about her colony world. Yeah.
Do your job and I'll do mine. A little active radar never hurt anyone.
I see you.
Oh, well, now we got the suit doing stuff. Okay.
Now thwarting assassins.
Assassins. All right, respawn.
Last people who tried to kill me got crossed off my list. Let's give him the authentic gun goddess experience.
The gun goddess experience is getting crossed off her list. Got it.
Every single one of them is dead.
Greetings. Please select
Greetings.
your bullet delivery apparatus.
Your bullet delivery apparatus. Please select your gun.
Reminder, revenge on your would-be killers is a refreshing way to start the morning.
To start the morning. In that world, sure.
I'll finish what they started. If you're gonna leave a girl for dead, at least buy her dinner first.
Buy her dinner. That's
Get
a really
revenge,
funny one
get
too.
Paid. In that order.
I'll get paid.
Now
I'll
running
take
violent
getting
revenge
paid first.
protocols.
Violent revenge. Okay.
Enemy exo detected. All safeties disengaged.
Anybody you know?
I do not talk about my life friends with my work friends.
I don't let my life
There's
and
an
work
exo out
overlap.
there. I'm gonna need a bigger gun.
Always
funny.
happy to kill.
Yeah, that's kind of your job.
Look who showed up. A name to cross off the list.
Referencing this list,
A
she must have
girl,
a really big
galaxy,
list.
And some names on a list.
Oh, there we go.
Isn't that how it always starts?
How what
Prepping
starts?
for
A
terrestrial
story? A
combat.
revenge
How
story?
terrestrial are we talking?
Extremely.
Terrestrial.
This is a friendly reminder to aim for vital organs and exposed heads.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mom.
Thanks, Mom. I was gonna say, yeah, that makes sense, dude. I mean, it's pretty obvious.
No one's walking away from this clean.
Prepping blood scrubbers.
Blood. Oh, does he have blood scrubbers?
Greetings. Your arsenal of death is now available.
Greetings. Cool. That's the very end. Oh man. Okay, well, I mean, all these voice lines, dude, from Gun Goddess absolutely are worth like buying the skin, especially since Miss Fortune doesn't have original voice lines in the game. Like, this makes it worth buying the skin, in my opinion, because I don't think any other voice lines or any other skins have voice lines for Miss Fortune. I tried kind of like digging a tiny bit to see. Maybe there are. Let me know. But yeah, I think if I played Miss Fortune and if she was my main, I would absolutely have to have the Gun Goddess skin. this took me by surprise that we had the robot speaking, or that we had a robot or AI or whatever you want to call it, because I totally thought this was just all going to be Miss Fortune, you know, just doing more trash talk from her own world. But we had a whole exosuit that was also trash talking, and then the banter between them was also really, really creative and just fun and hilarious. I mean, I don't think I really have any questions about the voice lines for this one. It was mostly pretty much just like, it didn't really have anything to do with the universe in her world. There's like a lot of trash talk between her and Kaisa, I guess, because Kaisa had the Bullet Angel skin. So there's just a lot of exosuit trash talk. But other than that, no, I pretty much understood everything that we had in this. I didn't have any questions about the lore or anything. Obviously, in this world, she's still all about revenge. That is kind of like her go-to, her thing that she's doing. And she's still also a bounty hunter. So it all kind of lined up with her regular lore, right? I mean, I honestly don't think I have too many questions about Miss Fortune. She's a little bit straightforward, to be honest with you guys. Like, I don't know if that's a bad thing, a good thing, or if there's something that I missed, please let me know. But like overall, I think I pretty much get Miss Fortune. She's pretty cut and dry, in my opinion. I like her character. I think she's a really good character in terms of like a character that I would actually probably try in League of Legends, because she seems decently easy. I don't know if she's good though. And then like, I do like to see where these characters could go in the future. Lore wise, I think she eventually, you know, we know Gangplank's not dead. He's still up and about, but he's like, Miss Fortune has the upper hand right now. And I think maybe she needs to convince people to make her the leader and have her be the leader for a while instead of Gangplank. Or obviously in the future, we might see like some big war between Gangplank and Miss Fortune now that, you know, Gangplank's back or coming back and he's going to want revenge. So they could obviously move the lore a little bit further with those two. They could do some more lore with her and Twisted Fate and Graves. I kind of liked the interactions, like I've said, throughout this between those three. I think they're really fun banter that they have. But I don't know anything about Graves and Twisted Fate yet, so I don't want to say too much about them because I haven't reacted to them yet. I don't see her leaving Bilgewater anytime soon. This is her home. I think she needs to make it just you know, a place for her to be the leader. At some point, maybe eventually she needs to like start being harder on the other captains and just making them listen to her. I think that's what she should do personally, because I think she deserves to be leader. I don't know. You guys let me know if I'm kind of crazy with that idea. I don't know. All right, so Miss Fortune seems to be one of the more popular champions, at least as far as I can tell, because she has so many skins. Obviously, I see she's an attractive lady, so there's obviously a lot of people out there that probably like her because she's just an attractive lady. And then she's also been in the game as one of the longest, right? So she's been in the game for 13 years. Was she one of the original champions? Like, I actually don't know. You guys let me know about that one in the comments. All right, guys, I am still taking recommendations on the next people to react to, so please let me know. I am kind of going all over the place right now, so I do definitely need some help on who to react to next. I know not all the champions are the best to react to. There's a lot of them that just don't have any updates on them. They don't have any skins right now or anything like that. Or they don't have any like voice lines or anything like that. So please give me some recommendations on who to react to next. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.